Okay, so here's another update. I got the headers wrapped. I wrapped them with the titanium wrap. That's what I had. I had extra from my Infinity, and then afterwards I used the silicone spray to seal it, help it last a little bit longer. I didn't want to put the heat shield back in between the header and the engine. I just like this setup better. There's a lot more airflow, and the head and the block can get some more air. I did get the dowel. I put the dowel in, sealed it up, torqued it to about 10 pounds or something like that. No, I think it was 7 pounds. Because the rating is in Newton meters per the manual, but my torque wrench only has foot-pounds, so I think I torqued it to like 7.5 or something like that. When I removed the header, I went ahead and rechecked the torque on the oil pan, oil cover. So I wrapped it all the way, the best I could, from the engine all the way down, single, and then see if I can get it. Yeah, there it is. Single, and then went to doubles, and then there was a split, so it split and then went back to a single. I didn't like too much of the polished stainless steel look of the exhaust. It's just, to me, it's just too flashy, too loud. I sprayed the muffler with the heat stuff, whatever the hell it's called, the high tank. This is what I sprayed on the exhaust wrap, and I think I already threw away. No, here it is, VHT. This is what I sprayed the muffler with. Oh man, got the chain on. If somebody could let me know what the deal is with, where is the key? There it is. Wait, that's not it. Hold on, let me find it. There it is. See, it didn't come with the clip, and let me see if I could zoom in. It has no, the structure of it is not made for the key, for the little clip that goes in. Right now I just have it put on. It is put on with pressure. It's not something that it doesn't just get put on like the ones with the clip. It's not that easy. I had to actually use a little press to evenly put it in. I did check the stator cover. This one, and this one are pretty messed up. I think I only went hand tight with these because I could feel it just begin to continue to rotate slightly and not get tighter. But I torqued this one, the bottom one, this one, and the 9 o'clock to this is an M6. I think it was like 7 pounds. I removed the foam junk that had fallen off from here, and I put some weather stripping that I had to make a little bit better seal to prevent some of that air from coming up and getting the tank all warm. It won't stop it, but it'll help. Here's the vent. I got the radiator all bolted up. I was not paying attention, and I forgot to make a video of where I was at with the headers. I got the little hose, the vent hose, that purges air that's trapped in the system. I got it put on. And the new tires are on. Let's see, I'm trying to think of where I last left at. Well, regardless, this is where I'm at. I haven't put the airbox in because I was doing this. Also, I'm not going to put it on until I get the tensioner, the replacement in, and it's going to be a bit of a hassle since it's, see, here's my hand, and if you look, it's down there. Now I can get that bolt right there, the little 8 that I'm pointing at. The only problem is the other one over here. So if I have to, I will lower the engine. I'll unbolt a lot of stuff and get it easier. So there's the bolt that I was pointing at. The opposite one is at 180 degrees off. So it's somewhere right here. I think I'm gonna have to redo the clutch because, and I forgot to route the cable doing all this radiator stuff, but that's not a problem. Let me grab that. Okay, so here's the cable. So here's the adjuster right there, which I forgot to put the mount for it, but it goes something like right here. That's the maximum. So it's far off, unless this is the wrong clutch cable. It's pretty far off. The reason why I say that this might be the wrong clutch cable, I've seen some things on this bike here and there that just make me think that this might not be all the original stuff. Simply because this slider here has no damage to it, yet passenger peg does, the rider peg does, and that cover's broken, or the cover broke because it broke the inserts on the case. So I don't think that this is the original radiator, but I mean, this is the frame. However, you can see right here that the little plastic tabs are broken off into it. So as I'm going through this, I'm just checking to make sure that everything matches up. So far, I haven't found anything definitive to think that this is a different engine or that this is a different frame or whatever the case may be. But I was able to start it today, just like I started it the other day. I'm not running it for more than 3 seconds, simply because that tensioner is not applying any pressure against that guide, and I can just hear the chain, or I can hear that guide just rattling in there. So I'm not gonna do anything. I'm not gonna get this far and then end up bending some valves, jump timing, and then have to go all the way back down to do that. So this is where I'm at. The airbox did not come with the bike. I noticed the junk thing that came with it. That cannot be right. This is what came with the bike. And this is, I mean, I don't know what this is, but this just looks crazy. I think if this did belong to a Yamaha R1, it's definitely not for this bike. So that thing right there, and the fact that it came with this cone that bolts onto the end of it. So just odd. And it didn't come with the top piece, so I had to get an airbox regardless. I was able to get it on eBay for pretty cheap. Um, Other than that, that's pretty much it. I got on it today, straddled it a little bit, see how it felt all right. Um, it is a little bit taller than I expected, even though I have the rear shock all the way down. I'm 5'6", so I'm not tall by any means, and I am not gonna be the most comfortable riding this, but I do know how to make myself comfortable. I use one leg, I put it in neutral, use one foot, put it down, rock the other one either on the brake or on this side if I don't need the brake, and such. So I'm not too short to where it'll be dangerous for me to ride it and rely on it, but it'll just be like my 2001 Gixxer. I had to use one foot. So my other one, my 2012 Kawasaki 650, that was a lot more pleasant, a lot more upright. Like I said, I am going to get the clip-ons because these I can reach comfortably, perfectly comfortably, but in order to ride even better, the angle will be about up here, which if you look, it'll be about up here. So it'll give me an inch or so of a rise, and it might not seem like much, but it makes a huge difference. Yep. So it's coming along. I will be keeping everything up to date. Once it's running, once it's reliable, once it's washed, I'll be making videos of everything so that maybe somebody can give me some thumbs up on doing good and definitely some advice. I don't have this tag, but just right there. Everything is just put on so that I can mock everything up and start bolting things on. But you can definitely do this. Learn from my mistakes, for example, seals. The tensioner, I probably shouldn't have put everything back on and all that stuff, but I didn't know that it was bad 100% until I was cranking it. So had I known everything that I know now, I would have left the engine off, done a lot of stuff, this and that, and whatever else, chain, header wrap, a whole lot of stuff, just to make it just so much easier. It's so much easier just to bolt up the engine than to have to battle with that and possibly have to unbolt the engine at the very least to tilt it or to completely just lower it to give me enough room. So we will see. We shall see. I'm not going to do anything until I get the new tensioner. Okay, guys. Thank you for watching. Yeah. Peace.